the debate between the Seventh-day Adventist and myself will not be taking place. If the Seventh-day Adventist members do not make an issue over why it didn't take place, then I'm not going to make an issue over why it didn't take place. Their fault, my fault, nobody's fault. Bottom line is, it's not going to happen. And I'm not going to make an issue over why it didn't happen unless they try to make it an issue. But I have had numerous people ask me how would I have gone about the debate and what was I going to try to do. So I'm not going to have wasted my time either. I will show the people who have asked me what I was going to do during that debate. And it may take me about 5 or 6 videos, however many. I'm going to go ahead and make those videos to show what I was going to do. One of the main purposes that I was going to do with the Daniel chapter 8 was to show this. Over one verse of Scripture, Daniel 8:14, one verse of Scripture that was misinterpreted, came the Seventh-day Adventist movement. William Miller misinterpreted on his chart. Ellen White, every Seventh-day Adventist that I know of, misinterpret Daniel 8:14. Every one of them. You would think that there would be a legitimate scholar within the Seventh-day Adventist organization who could take a simple verse of Scripture and interpret it right. But after over 140 years now, no Seventh-day Adventist scholar, theologian, or member, as far as I know, has ever interpreted Daniel 8:14 in the right way. Now remember, I told you several videos back, I'm not dealing with the interpretation of the Bible per se here. I'm dealing with the way Ellen White interpreted the Bible. Because that's how the Seventh-day Adventists look at the Bible. Not how the proper interpretation of the Bible is, but how did Ellen White interpret it. And that's how they must now interpret it, according to what Ellen White said, and that prohibits them then from making the proper interpretation of Daniel 8:14. I'm doing this for another reason as well, to show that through a misinterpretation of Daniel 8, verse 14, they have built a denomination with the leaders of that denomination and the members of that denomination slandering and lying about the Catholic Church because they misinterpreted a verse of Scripture. If you will look at William Miller's chart, and I'll have it in several of my videos, you can see some of those dates that are in there. All of those dates stem from a total misinterpretation of Daniel 8:14. And they take these and stretch them out, in many places just totally misrepresent history, but find something the Catholic Church may have did in a specific year and say, aha, look at there. See, there's the Catholic Church. It's not about looking for truth. It's not about looking for the proper interpretation of Scripture. It's about two things: protecting the false prophecy of Ellen White and slandering and lying about the Catholic Church. Now, let me give you another example of what I mean about the lying about the Catholic Church. If I had a video up where I made a mistake and someone called me on that mistake, I went back, I looked at it, I say, you know, you're right, it is a mistake. Then I've got two choices. I can leave the video up and correct the mistake with an annotation in the video, or some way to let people know this part of this video is wrong, and correct that mistake. The second thing I can do is totally take that video down, so that mistake will not be up and mislead other people who might not know it's a mistake. When mistakes in videos have been pointed out, when historical facts, when dates, when the wrong interpretation has been given, and you know it's the wrong interpretation, and you know your facts are wrong, and those things are pointed out to you, you choose not to correct them, nor do you take the video down. Don't come here to me with this stuff. Oh, I love the Catholic people. It's just a system that I hate. That is as big a lie as Daniel 8:14 is. When you leave a lie up, knowing it's a lie, it's hatred. There is no way to describe it. When you leave a lie up in a video and you know it's a lie, and you do nothing to correct it and let people know that it's wrong, you hate Catholic people. You hate the Catholic Church. But yet you want to run around saying, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. You've already violated God's commandments through and through with your hatred. So please don't give me this stuff about you love God. There's lie after lie that has already been shown. But yet they continue to leave them up. And all of this stems from a total misrepresentation and misinterpretation of Daniel chapter 8 verse 14. And in my next video I'm going to get into this then and debunk it totally, where there will be no doubt in anyone's logical mind that the Seventh-day Adventist was found on a misinterpretation of one verse of Scripture. And had they got it right to begin with, there would be no Seventh-day Adventist church today. I will begin working on my second video now dealing with this day principle. So until then, this has been Golly saying, God bless.